2001, Michael Owen Kwaji, yes, Raul Gonzalez, the deserve. In 2004, Deco, out of nowhere, or the FC Porto, Abaji the Champions League, and when you next year, farm, and nom them Shevchenko. Then over in 2010, Schneider, for Lionel Messi. Don't okasa obo list now. Even in most recent times, Messi cry edgy, you know. But now we feel say, Lionel Messi. And I say, Ellen Haaland moment deserve it ahead of Lionel Messi. It's born, say, Yanka say be a Ballon d'Or, any the issues around it there. Definitely. Every single time, Ubenya issue. But don't follow Ballon d'Or keenly since 2004. Me who graphic sports, that was a time, graphic sports. And I mean who sa publication. And to be who in here say the other best player in world football, Pavel Nedved. To don't know me soccer crying to me antias yet. And that was the time I made Papa Chem say the difference between Ballon d'Or and then FIFA best. That time FIFA let's say Zidane and the best player, FIFA best player. But the idea Ballon d'Or for no Edema Pavel Nedved. But we had such scenarios when now there has never been a single Ballon d'Or among for public opinions. Indicate say Obin deserve be say that. Don't know me a stars be. L'equipe as in public voting. L'equipe no. Don't idea l'equipe ratings no. Emma said Vinicius Junior ebetimi ageno 51%. Rodri 13%. So find the difference and also find the average of all the publications. Now we had the average some publications in that public post ni na Don't idea who say some public opinion ni na Emma Vinicius Junior 51%, Rodri 13%. Don't worry, the masses. You did boy cheat say bia obi a said you to trotro ma oko obi a obetimi nya access to internet obetimi akoboti. Don't sanko for way ana indicate say Vinicius Junior deserve it by that margin. Rodri just 13%. Don't you hear the captions on so several newspapers the ma sa story way. Almost say Vinicius Junior in for shock Ballon d'Or snap. Don't obi kasa say we saying. That means that clearly obi na your favorites. Ana yes snabbe ediakomo obi. So that is one dimensional. Don't even hear the players or Twitter and Exa and I say Exa. Don't hear the way among forces so air can't say and even rivals Crampo, Tata Martino of Argentina. Don't even name the rivalry between Omone Brazil. But these are guys don't know so air can say Vinicius Junior and deserve it. But also my name quote to that criteria and I'm sure say Biggie. Let me describe criteria in the But one thing I made can when you say also criteria we know. Oman with Bano based on said top 100 FIFA ranking nations on mere top 100 mu journalist na kwanya say on beto sa abano no mo to sa abana udi first 15 points second 12 10 8 7 5 4 3 na akosi 2 as no first 10 no out the moment no you don't any criteria ka cry dey ka ho but don't say have Vinicius Junior I feel say Vinicius Junior the Champions League or Sergio La Liga or Bonnie in all these categories. But I'm big air trust and bino. Okay, say a sell performance a consistent throughout the season. But don't so all come about the consistency. At the end of the day, it's all about finding the balance. Angels. First part of the season, at the same. Second part of the season, we are saying, we are not striking the balance. Say, oh, can you do in a boom? Then I would be the achieve. That is one very important aspect. Don't see any which Ali. You find say, oh, I sell it so well in the very first part. In the second part, maybe a drop it. And then umodibon drop here. As in the last part, which is the most important part. Because you can't Champions League as them. Don't preliminary stages of the Champions League. Both teams are full. But now the share teams are anoding. So that is where the men are separated from the boys. So the first part of the season, Shakhtar. The last part of the season, Usha Bayern Munich. That is where boys have been, and I said the boys have been separated from the men. And when you say, yeah, we are ready. The creme de la creme for the who say more bomarding. So if a Vinicius Junior, unfortunately, for the very first part of the season, the modern born Ankon can do the latter stages. Now or sign here. That means that he deserves it. Don't you sign Kai say the Champions League I can't want him. I had the biggest club competition in the world football right now. Biggest club competition in world football. Obetimi say Rodri Swag the European Championship. Fair view. But it's the championship, no. And the biggest national team club competition, no. It's no. The World Cup is rather the biggest national team competition. It's when second. Opa show the level of competitiveness. The Champions League and the European Championship. The Champions League. Don't you have to say Albania Kopiemu or the European Championship? How many Albanian players are playing the Champions League? But obia o si akan ema team bi our Champions League bia ebenya akonya akosi akan ma ne club o Euros. So in terms of competition, quality of play, Champions League is ahead of the European Championship. I don't even personally go into the debate say that Rodri deserve it, but not say undeserve it. But on the last time we make it claim we say team of the tournament several websites don't idea Rodri and me and room. Don't go to your screens on talk more GH.
Yes, because of analysis.
Yes.
Now they ma Fabian Ruiz.
Yes, Fabian Ruiz. Yeah. Fabian Ruiz, many big now. Biggie said it. Don't hear on our team. Up to your John Woody say, Omuna in terms of stats. Omu bomb who di pay you know. Omu team of the tournament na that talk more GH. Osha in the middle section na. Omu for now Cruz, Fabian Ruiz, and then Omu. Or for go to the next one. Don't also go to the next one. And also about BBC Sports. BBC Sports also Emma Fabian Ruiz, Cruz. And then the other midfielder. They also go who scored. Who scored and so in himself. Almost very good in this rating. And so for the so-called player of the tournament, I'm listening. You don't wait. Is it a mere coincidence? The answer is no. And I don't believe we say there is a conspiracy theory. Now we shall send temper. Say you meet me Bibia. I'm a Rodri. At me a winning display of the tournament. Now don't make sense. Also there are several times your Taka say, it be changing votes. MOB. That is one aspect. You don't printing votes, no. Into me per se, make so much into that aspect. But on your say they are journalists. Yes, we journalists for. I'm on my change your margin. Don't how on earth. And a one journalist able to me at Tuaba. Now when she say yemuno, one for Vinicius Junior, I'm my top 10. Vinicius Junior, she say waba. One for Vinicius Junior, I'm at the top 10. On another instance, Obedient to 7th. As best player. Don't clearly this is unacceptable. Now about preferences.
Maybe as a journalist, no cricket.
Yeah, that no, it's not here.
Maybe on soccer.
On football. Into footballer. Don't then the man who Vinicius at 7th. That's all time who now.
I'm not good anymore.
I listen, my list now must Lautaro, Martínez and the others. No, and don't. There was a conspiracy. Say there was a strategy. I'm sure that very soon it will come out. But yeah, it will have for the very first time. By Spanish football and then EPL. Spanish football, if you say, or more campaigning for say a Spanish player enter Ballon d'Or because since the days of Luis Suarez in 1960, he has spent money ball since that time. Abra yenya says Xavi Iniesta in 2010. Don't want me and back to the Ballon d'Or party. So many Raul Gonzalez and also 2001 so strictly Spanish football no campaign say a idea omonfa abanema Rodri. Enti the omo kan nyina say Rodri ayebi for some time now. Why consistent? But abano just 1 year. Not until the last time I Rodri age treble. The young campaign man say onje the Ballon d'Or. That was the best time. The last time I sat here and said they say Man City age treble no. That was the best time now Anka Rodri bet me the Ballon d'Or. But went me anye. So are we trying to say young compensating this year now? That is a question. And then that is and you're right. Don't even another instant, I'm sure say Biggie Crowd described about the fact say the Premier League, not the best player of the Premier League. But Vinicius Junior is the best player in the biggest club competition in football. That is one aspect I see here. And I'm done.
No, was.
Why Vinicius was? He's still the best player in Champions League. The last one edition, boy. Say any fufro. So he's still the best player. Don't, and the last aspect, they can say this Ballon d'Or award now don't yawo Chelsea no. Being sponsored and I say being made by UEFA any group Amori. Don't where the first time ABC UEFA and then group Amori. You know him say group Amori for no omo handed a Ballon d'Or. But now I'm saying obi him say in terms of credibility no UEFA award na say any show sir. So last year anomunya an agreement say omo mienu be combining I'm a Ballon d'Or award no. So when at the first edition, I don't have the first edition no, but the issues we have on it. And then Real Madrid before Hirakini him say it was a planting. Into Real Madrid statement on release here. Almost say criteria bia ube use bia no. And you say Real Madrid player and they say to me because if you say as a result of indiscipline there, then Vinicius Junior tonchen. What about Danny Carvajal? So the position is say on Shegua. You the defensive aspect. Carvajal for Real Madrid was he excellent? The modern ball was Spain, was it okay? And then all that criteria ni na Carvajal sell it. Big Yaka so much about Jude Bellingham and also deserve it because also winning Niamo Bia, a winning Bia, and I'll start to the finals of the European Championship. Open England best player. Now I say, oh, Kaba Mu defender Bakwa. Now I think the Crystal Palace defender. Yeah, Magehi. On open up with me compare say, a idea be only Jude Bellingham. At part in a way. You don't. Real Madrid for instance, then they say there is this conspiracy. UEFA, any group Amori because UEFA now has a say in who wins the Ballon d'Or. You know, I'm sure say in due time, no, there are more revelations about this because I mean who won Ballon d'Or? Organize here the public opinion, I say public post, and I say public sympathy. Call for one specific player.
Mate.
You don't. That is the issue. I feel say for me,
Mate. Under
no criteria. Even now, we about Lautaro Martínez. Don Lautaro Martínez this season is far better than Rodri. Time we are outsiders. But don't also so in terms of consistency in the La Liga, the Serie A, don't watch Serie A best player, watch it go king, Wako Copa America, Akwaji go king. What sort of consistency in say Lautaro Martínez at the mount? And you don't. I feel sorry for Rodri here. He's certainly not the Ballon d'Or. But maybe I mean some compensating there or whatever reason they are done. I feel say it should have been Vinicius or Bellingham or any other player. But compare with me, don't I feel say I am strictly Vinicius Junior.
But I say Morgan.